pass a bill that would give the Fed an audit so that we can actually see what these bozos are doing. Oh, my God. I mean, that really is telling right there, telling of the coming collapse. You got Gerald Celente, a really famous trend forecaster, saying that there's going to be runs on the banks, there's going to be food riots when they do collapse the system. In fact, I don't have it right here, but I think I just read a report today, or was it yesterday, that one of these institutions was already claiming that the dollar has collapsed. You know, it's going down fast. You got China calling for a world currency, and now you got these German scientists calling for a world climate bank. This come out of Spiegel Online, Wednesday, September 2nd, 2009. German climatologists are pushing for the creation of a world climate bank, which would allow industrialized countries to purchase emission rights from less developed nations. The revenues would enable poor countries to finance environmentally friendly economic development. A new study by advisors to the German government has revealed that industrialized nations must radically reduce their CO2 emissions if they want to reach the intentionally agreed upon target of limiting global warming to 2 degrees Celsius. 2 degrees Celsius. What about the chemtrails? What about the terraforming of the planet? Who's going to do anything about that? You know, that's climate, that's weather modification. I don't know what these bank credits are going to do when they're putting barium and all kinds of nasty stuff in the air that lowers our immune system so that we might be more susceptible to that swine flu pandemic that we've been fear-mongered into believing. Incredible. Totally incredible. And you know, they've already got it. They got a World Bank. They've already China's already investing in the IMF, and these carbon credits and stuff go right into the pocket of globalists like Al Gore. You know, and people think Al Gore is so noble and stuff. Oh, you know, and they love his inconvenient truth. His inconvenient truth is really a convenient lie, because these credits and stuff going right into his pocket, him and his buddies. When you buy them, it's going in the Gore's bank account. That's why he's pushing it so much. And not only that, they're saying that these industrialized nations are polluting too much, which is true. It's absolutely true. We make too much garbage in this world. Too much garbage that people don't really even need. Plastic products, little gadgets and gizmos that people really don't need. Just something to waste money on, something, you know, it's how polluting, you know, and they say, oh, it's for the economy. We could do better things than that for our economy, to boost the economies. But what this does is they take an underdeveloped nation, a nation that isn't industrialized, and be able to buy up their credits because they're poor and they need the money so they can pollute more. That's all it is. And then they're not going to be able to develop because, you know, they don't have any credit. They don't have any carbon credits, so how are they going to develop? A total sham. I've also got on the website, harrythomas.info, a movie. I just put a new link up that works now because it did, Google keeps removing this movie. It's called The Great Global Warming Swindle. I encourage everybody to watch that and get it out to their friends, family, co-workers, everybody that you know. Anyone on your email list, you send out bulletins on your social networks. Please join us in the info war and join us over at 12160.org. You know, that we get together all the time over there and we help and support and encourage each other to fight the info war. And you're more than welcome. Everyone's more than welcome to come on over and join humanity, okay? Get on the right side, you know? You know, help the good guys for once. Instead of, you know, believing the left-right fraud and the media spin and the mind control and everything else, man. All I ask people to do is please open your mind and question reality. Question reality. This was posted by NAU Citizen at 12160.org. World Health Organization releases virus on world population. This come out of Mercola. The document on the World Health Organization website linked below, and the link's up at the site, that it is a common procedure to release pandemic viruses into the population in order to get a jump ahead start of a real pandemic, as to fast track the vaccine for when it's needed. First of all, these vaccines don't even work to begin with. You know, even the regular flu vaccine that they put out every year doesn't stop. You know, there's tons of different kinds of mutations of these different kinds of flu. This swine flu isn't even as deadly as the regular flu. That kills probably about, what is it? I don't know what the figures are. Is it like 50,000 or something a year in this country or around the world or whatever? Nothing even comparable to it. And when legitimate, conscious scientists and stuff, technicians, look into this is manufactured in a lab. This is manufactured in a lab. And you have Baxter International sending out the live avian bird flu in their vaccines to 18 countries. You know, was that part of the World Health Organization plan? Because the WHO gave contract or whatever to Baxter and others, but Baxter was given the task of creating the vaccine. When they create these things in their own backyard, and if this, you know, goes around like this and mutates with that, you know, it can mutate into something seriously deadly. You know, right now we're sitting back waiting, trying to figure out if this is a big giant psyop. And they want to sell all their vaccines because they had these Tamiflu and stuff that was sitting in storage that were coming up on their expiration date, and the government told companies to hold on to them, that don't throw them away, just in case of a breakout pandemic. The stupid American wrote September 5th, 2009, swine flu, the biggest scam of 2009 begins. A top news story featured on AOL this morning with the brazen title, 2,000 students at Washington State have swine flu. No other information is provided in this fear-mongering article, which serves no purpose other than to spread media hype in an attempt to grease the American population for the arrival of soon-to-be-released swine flu vaccinations coming to a doctor near you. And they've already said that the military is mandatory, workers in Albany Medical Center, it's mandatory. All kinds of other places, it's mandatory. It's going to be mandatory. And we were telling people that, you know, mandatory vaccinations are on the way. And they're like, oh, no, they're not. Yes, they are. They're already here. Healthcare workers, government workers, mandatory. It's mandatory. You lose your job if you don't take these inoculations. And they say that kids have to have them first. Again, preying on our kids. Preying on our kids. Preying on our kids. Oh my God, I just want to remind people who are listening on the podcast, I didn't really promote it good enough this week. I was planning on sending out bulletins on all the social networks and stuff, and making a YouTube video and sending out a podcast announcing that the Harry Thomas Show is live on Thursdays at 9 p.m. There's a banner, Eastern Standard Time. There's a banner on the website, harrythomas.info. Please, next week, write it on your calendar, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and join us. You know, come and join us live. At the end of the show, open up for, you know, discussion, whatever. Meet some other people, you know. And I want to remind people also that this Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find broadcast live of people on the 12160 network of Fearless Broadcasting. You can find a link to that at my site, or you can go to 12160.org, click on Fearless Broadcasting, join us. And that is something that is in development. It's going to be growing. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. The guy who hosts the 12160.org network site, James, excellent guy, very nice, a real worker bee in the info war, vigilant about getting information out, along with a whole bunch of other people, info warriors with the biggest hearts in the world, just trying to band together, save humanity. We encourage you to join us. I do want to apologize to people who have sent me emails. I got a real bad habit of not checking the email at webmaster@harrythomas.info. You might have got returned. The thing got full. It's always full every time I go in there. I really have to change my behavior. You might have gotten a return email. I have cleared it out. It's actually 50% full in one day again. But, I know a lot of people request stuff from me, and I really wish I could be everywhere. I really wish, I could be on every truth network that invites me. Actually, there was a couple, send an email again. Maybe I can do something. I can't really do everything. If I don't respond to you, it's just because, I don't have the time. But I do encourage you to send me information at webmaster@harrythomas.info. It's pertinent stuff that can be covered on the show. I really would love, any kind of input. And those of you who do, I really thank you for your support.